here today and talk about client consultations to see if it's something that you guys are doing in your salon, and you definitely should be if you're not. If you were to make an appointment with us online, you do have to agree to the terms and conditions, which are our policies and procedures. If you make an appointment over the phone, we do direct everyone to our website, which also has our policies and procedures, and we let them know over the phone what our policies and procedures are. This is just a part of the consultation as anything else, because you want to have a clear directive of what your expectations are for them to come into the salon. We let them know that we have a 24-hour cancellation policy. We let them know that we have a 10-minute late policy, and we also advise them that because it is their first appointment with us, for them to show up 5 to 10 minutes prior to the appointment start so that they can have time to fill out the policies and procedures and any consultation forms that we have. Whether they're getting their pedicure done, their skincare done, waxing, or their massage, there is a paper consultation form. The only time we don't have a paper consultation form is during the hand service, but it is something that we talk about, and then we make sure that we add it to their client notes. So it is a little bit redundant, but I like to have everything together between me and the client. Let them know what our expectations are. So we have them also sign a paper copy of our policies and procedures that is listed online, and also it's listed behind the reception desk. So there's no miscommunication here as far as what our policies are. We let them know that they need to initial signing date, and if they have any questions, we'll go over that with them when their technician comes, whether it's myself, whether it's Sean, or anybody in future that works for City Escape Spa. These are our policies, and we created this in Word docs. So let's talk about why we need consultation forms. It's important for you as a technician and the client to be on the same page as to why you're getting the services, why you're doing those services, and ultimately what products are going to be the best for that client to have good retention, to have longevity in their services, and also just so that you guys can both come together and say, this worked, this didn't work. So some of the things that I include in my consultation, I don't have a formal consultation if somebody sits in my nail table and they're getting their hands done. But the first thing that I do is I grab their hands and I ask them, what is it that you want done? What do you do for work? Some other questions that you can ask is, do you get your nails done regularly, and do you take care of them at home? Meaning, are you wearing gloves when you're washing dishes? Are you putting cuticle oil on? And then just discussing the importance of why you should be doing those things. So we all know that nails are like sponges and they absorb water. So if you are washing your dishes without your gloves, your nails are going to be in a constant motion of like absorption of water, flexion, drying out, and this is going to ultimately affect how the nails stay on. So affecting chipping or even, separation of the nail if it's an extension. If they're using cuticle oil, what's that going to do? It's going to help prevent hangnails. It's going to help prevent dehydration of the nails. And you want to show them how to use cuticle oil as well. So you want to make sure that you're showing them during the appointment time that they need to be doing it in the top PNF area as well as the hyponychium area. And then let them know, cuticle oil is your best friend. So that's definitely important for you to be doing. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that you're talking to them about your policies. We have a 3-day nail guarantee, so we make sure that all of our clients understand that if anything happens within the next 3 days after your appointment, anything breaks, chips, smudges, or crack, please let us know. Send us a photo, let us know what happens, and we'll get you in for free nail repair. If they don't like the design, you need to have them let you know before they leave your table, because if they don't, then they could be walking out with services they don't like. So it's definitely something that is important for you guys to be doing, is having those consultations. Oftentimes people really aren't educated on why they're getting certain nails done, or as to what services is best for them. That's always an interesting conversation to have, is people are saying, well, what's better for you? It's not what's better for you necessarily, but what's best for the client. We all have our preferences as nail techs, and clients also may or may not have preferences as nail techs or as nail clients. So you want to make sure that you're having those conversations. If they're getting gel polish, but you're saying that they're constantly chipping or constantly, coming in, not lasting as long, then maybe you need to tell them to upgrade to dip or then upgrade to acrylic surfaces. You also want to ask them why they're getting that service, how long they've been getting that service. And all this can happen simultaneously. You have their hands, you're filing at the same time, you're looking at their nails. It doesn't just have to be a straightforward conversation. You're just sitting here not doing anything for 20 minutes. And it could be, 5 minutes, or it could be a lengthy consultation up to 10 or 15 minutes, depending on if it's a new client, what they're looking to get done. And then you want to let them know as well what your process is as you're doing this, because this is going to have informed decision for the client to let them know what they can and can't get done. Let's talk about pedicure consultations. Are you doing pedicure consultations in your salon as well? This is equally as important, because number one, we can't work on feet that have funguses, infections. Two, you want to make sure that you look at their feet and see what kind of problems they may have. If their feet are peeling, if their feet are cracked, if they have lots of calluses, if they have gel polish, regular polish, are their nails dehydrated, do they have some kind of athlete's foot, myriad of different things that you can find out. More importantly, are they diabetic? Something that a lot of people don't really ask in salons, and it's probably the most important question that you should ask. So we use these FootLogix consultations forms for our pedicures. Now, we do use these for all our pedicures that we offer. We offer 3 different types of pedicures. We have a volcano pedicure, whether that's regular or CBD. We offer a FootLogix pedicure, which is our #1 selling pedicure. And then we offer a gel pedicure, which is FootLogix base with gel polish. The pedicure itself is a little bit different, not your traditional like pedicure, but we can go over that in a different video. But essentially, you can get these on a downloadable form at footlogix.com/VIP education. But this is going to go over name, phone number, email. #1 question, as you guys can see in this form, are you diabetic? We all know that if you cut a diabetic person, this has a higher or increased chances that they could not recover from bleeding. It could have excessive bleeding, it can get infected, and it could lead down a very bad path for you guys. So make sure that you guys are asking these questions. #2, do you have any allergies? This is very important, especially nowadays with so many people having so many different allergies. You want to make sure that the products that you're using are not going to adversely affect that client. Ultimately, it is your responsibility as the professional to disclose any potential allergies if you see a contraindication. Now, if the client didn't disclose that they have an allergy, then that is partially on their fault, but also partially on yours. At the end of the day, you're a licensed professional, and you want to make sure you want to limit your liabilities. Current medications are listed up here, and then it has a list of different conditions. Ask them if they have them never, at times, or frequently, and this will give you a better idea on how to go about your pedicure. I think that it's very important that you also ask what improvements they want to see or what they're looking to get out of the pedicure. This is going to set those expectations versus realities and put them up front, face forward, for you and the client to both understand what the goal of the pedicure is. Then you can let them know as you're looking at their feet and say, hey, this is going to take a couple of sessions. I recommend for you to come back every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. I don't ever recommend really going more than 4 weeks, but there are some people that I do recommend to come in every 2 weeks for the first 1 or 2 sessions, and then afterwards they can come in once a month. Even if they have gel on their toes, you shouldn't be going longer than 6 weeks with polish on your toes anyway. So I'll have you guys take a look at this pedicure consultation form. You guys can obviously adapt it to however you want. The reason that we have FootLogix pedicure forms is because we offer this as a service. So if they get a volcano pedicure, they can obviously get upsold into a FootLogix pedicure and say, hey, we have this pedicure that is a results driven pedicure. This is going to give you what you want based on what you're looking for. And ultimately, you can refer or recommend at-home foot care products. We sell FootLogix to our clients. This is how you're going to get optimum results. If you guys saw my previous video for YouTube and I did my FootLogix pedicure demo, I said at the beginning of the video that what you do at home is just as important, if not more important, because you're with yourself at home every day. You only come see us once a month. So it's very important that you actually take those recommendations. And I know a lot of you nail techs out there don't like to sell, but if you believe in the products that you're selling, it's not going to be that difficult. It's never going to sound too salesy. And I always say that the answer is always no if you don't ask. So just ask. I don't ever take it personal if somebody says, no, I'm not interested right now, I can't. What I do is I log it into the notes on their client profile on my software, and I make sure that I bring it up the next time and let them know, one, hey, did you use the product? Or if they didn't buy the product, are you interested in purchasing the product today? This is going to give you or yield you optimum results. So make sure that you guys are asking these questions. Are you diabetic? Are you allergic to anything? And what are you looking for ultimately as a result? Sometimes people are just going to be like, I don't know. And that's perfectly okay too. But for those people that actually have issues, that want to see certain results, they want less flaky feet, less dry feet. They want, they have sweaty feet. They're, ultimately they just want beautiful feet. That could be a goal as well. So I hope this helped, and that you guys are, looking at your consultation forms. If you don't offer FootLogix as a pedicure, you can always just take these questions and create your own version on Word docs. The back of this consultation form has a place for us technicians to put notes and dates. I do put this on their client profile in our system. Let's talk about the coolest feature that we have as a skincare consultation form. This is our skin analysis system, and it is provided by Universal Companies. It comes with this 50 times magnifying lamp or lights, photo device, whatever you want to call it. What it does, it takes a picture of your skin at 50 times magnified. What this is going to allow me to do as an esthetician is going to allow me to, one, recommend products to use during the facial. It's also going to recommend products for you to take home as a client. I'll show you guys my client records so that you guys can see I've already done the skin analysis on myself. This is going to keep complete records, name, address, phone number, email. This is going to give me a little bit more in-depth as an esthetician of your skin and potential things that may be, causing you issues. This gives me a summary report, lets me know the percentage of my skin that is has moisture, sebum, skin texture, collagen, wrinkles, pigmentation, sensitivity, and ultimately your pore size. Everybody always complains that they have large pores, but they'd really be surprised that a lot of them don't. It also even goes further to break down the actual photo analysis to let you know how they got to that conclusion, as well as giving you product recommendations based on your skin analysis. This also allows me to save this report and print this out for the client. This is going to give me potential causes, lifestyle advice, dietary recommendation, skincare regimen, and products recommended. Of course, this is not meant to be used as a medical diagnosis, and consult your dermatologist or your doctor, primary care physician, whoever you see medically for any issues that you might be having. But as an esthetician, it's really important to be able to get to the root of the problem so that you can recommend the appropriate products for that client. My favorite feature is the end of this gives me a full printed out list for my client. This is going to allow me to give them something to take home and also be able to sell them retail products. Everything that we have at City Escape Spa and we use in our spa can be used in the treatment room and also at home.